All right, guys, so once more, we're trying to solve using function notation, just like in the previous example. The only difference here is we get a little more complicated equation, but we know how to distribute, so it's not going to be too much trouble in the long run. All we have to remember is that when they give us the f of x value, we're not replacing the 9 inside the actual row, we're just replacing the f of x with that 9, right? So we want to take this f of x, replace it with 9. We end up with something a little like this, right? Now we can go on to solve, but what I like to do first is distribute to get rid of those parentheses. So I'm going to multiply this 2 out to everything inside the parentheses. And you end up with something like 2x plus 2 plus 5, right? Because you bring down the 5 and it's all equal to 9. Now from there, you can combine some like terms here and simplify. So we have positive 2 and positive 5. Those are like terms, so we just want to combine them. So 2 plus 5 I know is 7 right there, right? So 7, and everything else just comes down. We bring down the 2x, we bring down the 9. And then from there, we can just solve it like a two-step equation. So we're going to subtract 7 from the right side and subtract 7 from the left side. So 9 minus 7, I could do that in my head. It's positive 2. And then we could just bring down the 2x, right? And so if you remember the last step, always, if you have a number in front of your variable, be it x or y, you always want to divide there, right? So we're going to divide both sides by the number in front of our variable. It just so happens that the number in front of our variable is also the number on the left-hand side. So we just had a coincidence there. But we're dividing by the number in front of the x. So 2 divided by 2 is 1, and 2 divided by 2 is 1 there as well. So we can go ahead and write this as 1 is equal to 1x, or 1 is equal to x. And there's our solution when f of x is equal to 9. Again, we could check it by plugging 1 into our function. So we can kind of do this in our head. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Plus 5 is 9, right? And so that did work out.